Hello. I'm afraid you caught me still getting ready for the show. As you can see, last minute preparations aplenty. Also, I'd never used the scheduled feature on StreamYard before, and I just wanted to see if it would go live on its own. You never know. It was interesting. Learned a little bit about that. But you know what? Well, I'm doing all of this last minute to doing and to dying. Why don't you No, I'm still here. Yes, I'm still here. Why don't you all watch this beautiful Nat 21 footage?
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill in jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. 'Cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie.
Apologies, but I must very slowly interrupt those advertisements. Because it is time for Mad Libs with Cubby. Now, what can I promise you tonight? I could say promising that we've got surprises in store, but honestly, unless you're not expecting Mad Libs in the Mad Libs show, can't say there's a lot in the way of surprises per se. There will be some Mad Libs, certainly, and I am so excited that we've already got quite a few people out. This is fantastic. I can see that y'all are already chomping at the bit. I love it. So, we might not have a lot of surprises in store for you, but we do have some variety. I've got some D&D Mad Libs. I have some assorted amazing Mad Libs that have been sent to me. And Soft Autumn Ingenue has given us some holiday Mad Libs to do as well. And there's even, I know I said there weren't surprises, but there's even a non-Mad Lib thing, which is specifically the 12 days of Christmas. And take two. We're just going to edit that in post, okay? Everyone who's seeing it live, just kind of, I don't know if everyone can do this, but I have this feature where if I, like, blink really fast, sometimes I just, like, forget the last, like, 5 minutes. Oh my god, oh yeah, that's right, we're live. I was just telling you. I have a note here. Surprise. I know I promised you no holiday surprises, but I do have a little bit of a surprise in that tonight I'll be asking a trivia question for the 12 days of Christmas. So that has prizes in store. If you have any questions about those prizes, I don't know. I wasn't in charge. I started doing like evil fingers at the meeting. I was like, "Oh, prizes, you say?" What a delightful thing for me and my many P.O. boxes. And I was told somebody else would be handling somebody. What was the phrase? Trustworthy. Somebody trustworthy would be handling the prizes. So I'm not in charge of the prizes, but it is going to be whomever's answer that first I see when it happens. But I didn't answer the question yet, so that doesn't really give you an advantage yet. Oh, that is amazing. Ah, that's so fun. You get to see somebody else's Mad Libs. That's just darling. That's just like really touching. Okay, well, So I think, considering that this is Nat 21, and you probably want a little bit of an adventure, so we should definitely start with Dungeons and Dragons Mad Libs. Now, the way we always do it whenever we do Mad Libs on the crafting show, because sometimes when Shoshi and I do the crafting show every Tuesday from 12:30 to 2:30 Eastern, we do Mad Libs. We do a lot of fun stuff. But I think a good way of doing it is let's get the order out. So here's the thing. I want everyone who's ready to participate in these Mad Libs to let me know they want to participate. So I want everyone to just throw a number out. Okay, that's a really good point. There is kind of a thing. So, excellent. I am seeing some numbers, and it is absolutely not too late. So, did my pen not work? Okay, my pen is working. Sorry, I was distracted. So I'm just jotting down the names so that we can do an order. I know I'm not being very interesting right now, but I'm not doing my best. I'm doing my best to make my notes because I want this to go well. I want everyone to have a lot of fun and have a good time. I love how this is also, I have to say, so far there are no repeat numbers, and I haven't seen anyone. Yeah, so far there's no repeat numbers. I don't know if that was intentional or not. If it wasn't, that's awesome. That means we're already kind of on the same page, which means hopefully not so much on the same page that we can't surprise each other with the humor and everything. No, I don't think we're that much on the same page. I think we're just the right amount on the same page. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I do use the numbers to choose the order, but it doesn't really matter what order it is. So, and also, and also make sure everybody's paying attention, because I am going to be about to ask you which roll call. Let me know. So right now, the order I have is Mad High Top, then Zalani, then Sir White Bat, BLC Blondie, then Kara Chapel, and then Screaming Dragon. Screaming Dragon, my handwriting is terrible. I apologize for writing your name very, very poorly. I mean, I know you can't see it. It's not, but I still feel mildly bad. But anyway, that's who I'm going to be calling on. If you didn't hear me call your name, I might not have seen your thing yet. I know sometimes there can be a delay with YouTube. So if you are on YouTube, you did send in. I will let you know as soon as I see it. Oh, hello from Nola. Nice. It might could, although considering I'm getting most of the words through the chat, it's probably going to be less fun and more convoluted. But speaking of fun, let's get to the fun. So we are going to start with some D&D Mad Libs. Oh, Quad Kevins, and you just logged on, right? So if you want to participate, throw the number 8 or larger into the chat. But let's get going down the list. Mad High Top, I'm gonna need a place. Zalani, I'm gonna need a verb. Sir Whitebat, I'm gonna need an adjective. BLC Blondie, I'm gonna need a noun. Kara Chapel, I'm gonna need an adjective. Screaming Dragon, I'm going to need a color. So just a minute. I see Sir Whitebat has cozy. That nice word. Zalani, smite. Ooh. Also just always a wonderful word to use and say. Kara Chapel, we have reticulated. I want to make sure that doesn't fall victim to bad handwriting. No, Sir Whitebat, I'm basically keeping it in the order, kind of helps keep track of that for me, but thank you very much. Although Screaming Dragon getting a color is very nicely unusual and very easy to find. Where it goes, BLC Blondie has given us broom. Ooh, amphitheater. I love it. Yes, okay, we are all caught up. Thank you. It took my brain just a moment there. Mad High Top. I'm gonna need a noun. Zalani, a verb ending in ing, if you would please. Sir Whitebat, a verb, kindly. BLC Blondie, a noun, if it's not too much trouble. Kara Chapel, a plural noun, if it's not too much to ask. And finally, Screaming Dragon, an adjective, what in keeping with the season and all. And I see we are already bubbling with excitement. Sorry for the pause there. Again, I just do not trust future me not to misread what I wrote. Wondrous. Ooh, an excellent word. An excellent, excellent word. Ooh, minions. Very. Wait. Oh. You know, I still hear minions and I think henchmen. I like all of these years, and it still kind of takes me a minute to remember that, like, that word has a new meaning now. But also, that does make it quite a bit funnier. So thank you. Also, it's just my weird, oh, right, because I'm, oh, okay. One never knows, right? Also, solve, an excellent choice. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Okay, that's an excellent point, Kara Chapel. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much, Ick. Okay. So, looking back, yes, actually, that's true. Mad Mad High Top has the noun, and Zalani had the verb ending in ing, which technically ring it is a verb as well as a noun, and it does end in ing, which so if I seemed very hesitant, it's kind of it that caused a slight disconnect from me that I had to repair a pathway after that. So, I mean, ringing even more super fits the bill. So, that's just kind of got to be the answer. There's no choice in it. Zalani, I'm sorry if you had a different intention. Fate has decided. Also, hi, mad high top, not hi mad top, mad high top. I don't know. I don't know if that feels like more that I should be more angry that I had to jot that down in a way that I could read it later, which clearly we know is a difficulty, or the fact that I've got to pronounce that later. So at least I have some warning because we've got just a few more words left. You like, I know that's what they mean, but technically, even though it's a present tense action, ring is a verb that ends in ing. It's just it's a technicality. It's just a little bit fascinating. Thank you very much for that. So the last few words that we've got are mad high top. I'm going to need an adjective from you. Adjective from mad high top. Zalani, I'm going to consider you still in this. I'm just going to look to BLC Blondie. I'm going to look to you for the answer. So, Zalani, a plural noun. Sir Whitebat, an adjective. BLC Blondie, occupation, plural. That's a fun one. So that was BLC Blondie. So Kara Chapel, a plural noun, and Screaming Dragon, I just ran out of entries. So, my friend, we'll have you start us off next time. And we already have an excellent word from Sir Whitebat. Cranky. Love it. And but also very easy to say and spell. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to. I'm just having. I'm sorry. I'm oversensitive when I'm teased, so sometimes I worry about teasing, which is thing. Also, more importantly, puppies for that plural noun, which is always a fantastic. Puppies are amazing because they're adorable and they are very cranky. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Oh, gelatinous. Oh, that is always a fantastic adjective, and that is Very true. Excellent. I knew I was missing one, and I had a feeling that my eyes were glancing over it. Translators. And with that, my friends, we've got ourselves a finished Mad Lib. Okay, honestly, I gotta say, like, it's even worse than that. Sorry, there is a line in the movie Psycho where the insurance investigator goes, "If it doesn't gel, it's not aspic, and something here doesn't gel." And one of the only changes that were made to the script entirely between that and the remake were when William H. Macy plays the investigator, he says, "If something doesn't gel, it's not jello." And it's just like, it just doesn't sound the same. You almost wish the generic term aspic was more popular. But distractions aside, it's time for the story, the title of which is Master of the Dungeons. Being a dungeon master is no walk in the amphitheater. You have to meticulously smite encounters while staying cozy enough to go with the broom. It's particularly reticulated when you're a purple horn. So here are some wise peculiarity. 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 I don't think I'm quite getting this. Peculiar. Peculiarity. Close enough. So here's some wise peculiarity. Do play pre-made adventures. They are a great ringing off point. Do not try to railroad or solve player characters into a corner. They will always take the cauldron less traveled. Do establish crystal clear minions for your players. Otherwise, they'll end up wondrous and confused. Do not overplan. Prep time is gelatinous, but you have to roll with the puppies too. Do relax. The cranky secret of DMing is that translators don't need epic swords to have fun. It's so true. Translators don't need epic swords to have fun. I've always found that to be true. I do have to say, solve player character into, I get they're going for paint them to a corner, but the happy accident of having solve player characters, because I think we've all been in situations where the DM was trying to solve something, you know? Just one of those weird impasses between DM. It's true, DMs are cranky as well. And let's all take the cauldron less traveled. Okay, so apologies. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would, so let's jump into another one. if anyone else would like to join in, throw a number in the chat. Nobody throws a number in the chat for no reason. So, okay, first we have to see I have to see the translation jokes. I love specific jokes. Oh, I was gonna say, everyone who played, you know what? This is better. I was gonna say we'll keep the same order, but let's do another one. We'll freshen up the order, and we'll kind of give everyone a chance to either jump in or out without it being obvious at all. That's you see how they got there, but there was definitely some poetry going on. Oh, Reverend Tommy! Thank you for dropping by. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Well, there is I have a quick example of that. Sometimes there's just traveling by cauldron. I saw, but like, also the fun thing about not having rules is there aren't any rules to worry about. Oh, I was saying yes, but I appreciate you throwing in a 9 instead. Okay. I didn't realize just how loaded of a statement that was at the time. Sorry, I just have a few more notes to make, and then we'll have our order. Oof. Really, the philosophical number, but the difference between 0 and nothing, a fascinating little thing, but also a fun number to take. So from what I've seen, I'm going to repeat back who I have ready to go. I have Reverend Tommy, Kara Chapel, Zalani, BLC Blondie, and Screaming Dragon. Now, if you threw a number out and you didn't... Yeah, there we go, Madman High Top. I just saw your 5 now. What the heck? See? I knew. I had missed one. Okay, now, Okay, Sir White Bat is still in it. Sir White Bat, I'm... Excellent. So, technically, because you were the only one missed on the last one, Screaming Dragon, you are up first. So, Screaming Dragon, will you kindly give me an adjective? We're going to do a special holiday one, the one that Soft Autumn Ingenue sent to me this afternoon. So after that, Reverend Tommy, you're next. Reverend Tommy, my good sir, we're going to need a noun. After Reverend Tommy is Kara Chapel. Kara Chapel, we're going to need a name. And then my pie friend, Sir White Bat, we're going to need an adjective. Mad Mad High Top, we're going to need a noun. Zolani, we're going to need a name. BLC Blondie, we're going to need a past tense verb. And finally, Screaming Dragon, in your actual turn, an adjective. So, thank you, everyone, because that was a whole lot to take in. We've got Astounding from a Screaming Dragon, and Sir White Bat has given us Delicious. Karen Chapel, Karen, I haven't read it well enough to know if that's going to be extra funny or not, but considering it's a Christmassy one, that's really good choice. Oh, and yeah, I really appreciate, Zolani, that you went very much in the other direction for that. Oh, thank you very much. We've got Fancy. That's a really good point. BLC Blondie, I did not miss your belch there. Don't worry. It was seen and will be responded to, I promise you. Let's see. Did we get You know what, Reverend Tommy? I glanced over your answer like twice because I actually thought it was you saying you were throwing a fire hydrant, and I'm like, okay, that's that was a weird move, but yeah, no, that's brilliant. Oh no, I just wanted to say that's why I didn't acknowledge it for so long. It wasn't the move, it was me missing it. Yes, fire hydrant, which is also just bravo, always a classic. And let's see if there is oh, there we go, cake. Now I was like, I know I'm one word shy. Thank you, Mad High Top. So let's go. It looks like we're a little more than halfway through this one, so this will probably be the last one. We left off with adjectives, so Reverend Tommy starting us off with a color, please. Then Kara Chapel, a past tense verb, kindly, Kara Chapel. Then Sir White Bat, a verb, please. Mad High Top, an adjective. Zolani, a noun. BLC Blondie, a noun. And would you believe it, Screamin' Dragon, a noun. Perfect amount of point of questions. That's kind of cool. Okay. Yellow for a color. Oh man, I hope it's about snow. I'm in Carrot Chapel. Just sticking with the classics. Nothing classier than the classics. Sorry. That's so weird. I saw the word forget and I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Banana assassin. For real though, that banana assassin is really scary. It scares me. It's really scary. Okay, past tense verb. We got verb, adjective. It's a lie. Snow toe catalog. Yeah. Snow Toe catalog. Okay, so we're waiting on Mad High Top for adjective. Yeah, and then we'll be ready to go. Actually, ooh, disheveled. Nice. All right, and now, my friends, I present the tale of the mischievous elf. That sounds a little saucy. But don't worry, friends, I didn't choose this one. Soft Autumn Ingenue did. In the astounding North Pole workshop, there was one fire hydrant who stood out, Karen. He had a reputation for being the delicious of the North Pole. One Christmas, he decided to take his cake to a whole new level. Beelzebub belched the sleigh bells yellow, pink, belched fancy pink instead of the usual yellow. Beelzebub belched the sleigh bells fancy pink instead of the usual yellow. When Santa farted the reindeer and forget off on his disheveled journey, the sleigh made a snow sound that was more like a toe. It spread catalog and laughter across the globe. What a heart adjacent story that was. Oh, Karen. Karen was the mischievous elf. I was like, well, where was the mischievous elf in all of this? What was the mischievous? I have to say, this one had a very interesting, like usually, the sentence is structured in a way that, the word doesn't, not too much depends on the missing word. You know, but this one was way, it ended up giving us like way crazier, like very, very dynamic sentences. I mean, let's be honest, there aren't a lot of catalogs anymore. Like, it seems late for Santa to get into this game, right? Santa, what are you gonna do? NFTs next? Come on. We think better of you, Santa. Well, we have a lot of people watching, and I think this is definitely the time to do a Christmas complete the lyric. So I was okay. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go one of my favorite Christmas songs. There is a chance some of you know it. If somebody knows this song, I want to reward you just for knowing it. So I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to give it a couple minutes, and if nobody knows it, it's too obscure, which is sadly a possibility. Okay. He told his crease... I messed it up already. Okay, I'm going to start over. Okay, we're going to take that one out of it. We're going to fix it in post. It's going to be fine. He told his niece it's Christmas Eve. I know our life is not your style. She said, finish the line. He told his niece it's Christmas Eve. I know our life is not your style. She said... Now, here's the thing. If you know that song, it's very easy. And if it's not easy, you don't know that song. Which, guess what? I'm going to give everyone a link to this song. Yeah, okay. See, I had a feeling that I could drop a Dar Williams bomb and it would land. So... Oh, and you did the 18-month resub. Thank you very much. Okay, so for everyone else. Oh no, Mad Map, did you know it too? Nice, unless you Googled that. Actually, no, I love that you gave the direct link, Reverend Tommy. You are... Okay, well, considering that my idea was to just reward somebody for knowing this awesome song, I'm going to declare Madman High Top the official winner with the very noble acquiescence of Kara Chapel. Oh, yes, I'm glad this wasn't even a hard question. You've made me very happy. Okay. Well, Reverend Tommy has already listed a great link. It's easy to find if you throw it into YouTube if you don't know it. If you're not familiar with Dar Williams, who was a college obsession of mine, big fan, got, college, you just get super into the 90s folk revival scene. I'm just glad it's getting the recognition. But it's also straight up one of my favorite holiday songs. Because it's just sweet and nice, and it's specifically about the fact that the reason we have a winter holiday, the reason we have Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah, Saturnalia. Oh, tonight's a holiday. Tonight's a holiday. Everyone, Guss von Krampus, it's Krampusnacht. It's like December's Halloween. Also, if you do the math, it's October 66th. Ooh, I haven't seen her live in a very long time. Also, I'm super weird about going out post-pandemic. Like, here's the thing. If it's a show, if I'm performing, no hesitation, I'll go. Otherwise, I'm just like, I don't know. So, right now, we are going at the very rapid pace of roughly a Mad Lib every half hour. So, what do you say we get started on one more, and we call that the thing? Now, the sensible thing would be to say, let's just keep the same order as last time. So, if you want to participate in one last Mad Lib, throw a number in the chat, any number, because we're doing it over. I know it's the less reasonable option, but here's the thing. Yes, too late to change it, Screaming Dragon. That's your number. But yeah, this means I get to choose who. Oh, whoa, Sir Whitebat. That was a power move. That was a power move, and I respect it. How am I gonna get through this one? So I'm gonna declare the 3 5s are all in the 5 spot, but there's no guarantee which order. No, that's just cruel for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically make up an order. We got Screaming Dragon, Sir White Bat. All right. Oh, you weren't looking? Okay, well then I admire it less as a power move and enjoy it more as a ridiculous quirk of fate. Also, Zalani, way to go, just choosing number 1. Yeah. A lot of people hesitate to choose 1. It's like people hesitate to sit in the first row of an audience. Okay. So, okay, good. Check. Okay, so that's a great thing to do. And are they trying to trick you? Binary? I mean, what are you going to say? 1.35? Also, so many people tell you to pick a number when they really mean pick an integer. Oh, you know what? I didn't even choose what our next. Well, here's the thing. It's a special. Let's do another D&D Mad Libs because that's kind of the most fun. I mean, it's not the most fun, but it is a lot of fun, and it is a D&D channel. So, just to let you all know, this is the order I'll be going. If you do not hear your call sign and you meant to be a part of it, just remind me that I missed you. But right now we're looking at Zolani, Carrot Chapel, Reverend Tommy, Screaming Dragon, Sir White Bat, BLC Blondie, and Mad Mad High Top. And now, my friends, your assignments. Zolani, I'm going to need a plural noun. Carrot Chapel, an adjective at your earliest convenience. Reverend Tommy, a part of the body, my friend. Screaming Dragon, an adjective, if it isn't any trouble. Sir White Bat, a plural noun, kindly. BLC Blondie, a noun, if you don't mind. And Mad Mad High Top, an occupation. Begging your pardon. Now let's see what glorious words we have gotten. Zolani, we've got mimics. Oh, mimics. You never know when they're gonna pop up. I mean, unless you're the DM, in which case it's whenever's funniest, I assume. Lugubrious. A word I hope to live up to. And is a lot of fun to say. Ooh. Decadent. Very nice. Dice. Ah. One of my favorites. Obviously. And thimble. Ooh. Jester. The things one wishes one could still be. I mean, I know Paulo Garbanzo is a modern jester, but like, I can't do what Paulo Garbanzo does. I do notice that. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, Reverend Tommy, are you making me stew? Because I knew you were going to come up with a really good body part, and you did, my friend. All right. The next round. Zolani, I'm going to need a verb. Carrot Chapel, a color, please. Reverend Tommy, a verb ending in ing. And just so you know, Reverend Tommy, if you put ring, it'll break my mind for some reason. Sorry about that. It's just, kind of an easy mind to break some days. Screaming Dragon, my friend, an adjective. Sir White Bat, an adjective. BLC Blondie, a plural noun. And Mad Mad High Top, also a plural noun, if you would be so kind. Okay, so ooh. Excellent. Ooh, heliotrope. Wait. Ooh. Oh. You know, some might have heard me say that hearing uh hearing me say that, some might have heard that as a cry for help. But you took it as a challenge to break my mind all over again. But you're right. That is a verb. That's a verb that ends in ing. Ah. So I didn't know heliotrope is a color. I didn't know that. This is new information, and I'm actually very excited to hear this. Actually, I gotta see. I gotta look. Oh, it is a lovely. Okay, because I gotta say, like, the mind groks it as a very noun specific word. That is, thank you for letting me know that, Kara Chapel. Okay. Screaming Dragon, I'm going to take the word brilliant as your word and not a commentary on Reverend Tommy's attempt to break my poor fragile mind. That's already what I put on because we used ringing before instead of actually ring. And apparently it's named after a flower, which is just really neat. Sorry, I just oh, you know what? So what about my brain was, I did the silliest thing where instead of convivial, I misread that as carnival, and I was like, that's not right. And because it was wrong, my brain would glance over it, which was not helpful. Oh, synopsis? No, oh, as synopses. Synopses. Well played, sir. And BLC Blonde Needles. Okay, so for this last little round, we only need 2 words. So, I mean, Zalani and Kara Chapel, you're the first on the list. So, Zalani, a noun, Kara Chapel, an adjective. Oh, synops. Okay. That does seem a little bit more not that I wouldn't put synopses as a word past anyone in this chat. You are all very intelligent. Oh, I guess they didn't want you saying that as a thing, but that is an excellent word for Mad Libs. Thank you very much, Reverend Tommy. Okay, and Zelani, we just need a noun from you, and then my friends will have a story. Like I get it, but also I guess it's one of those, it's like hearing about the online paleontology conference where the word bone was stricken, was flagged. Treasure, an excellent word. And it's time for a little advice about problem players. Players come in all mimics and sizes. Some can be helpful, but others can be lugubrious blankets. Here are some player types to keep a spinal cord out for. The peacock. If they're not in the spotlight, they get decadent and competitive with other dice. They always want their thimble to win, no matter what the dice say. The rules jester. These players eat rules to a fault. They'll argue with the DA until they're heliotrope in the face and can end up backseat bringing whole sessions. That's right, they can end up backseat bringing whole sessions. The game jacker. The most brilliant problems can come from the dungeon master. A game jacker is a DM who has a huge convivial world to tell you about, but doesn't care about the needles of other players. All these synapses have one solution: talking about it. Open and honest treasure is essential for a mediocre group. So get used to it. And knowing is half the battle. So, open and honest treasure, I have to say, is actually, you know what? I gotta say, the best parties I played with have all had kind of a shared treasure dealy. You know, we were all open and honest about our treasure. Oh. So I was like, huh. Well, because it's about time to wrap up. I think that's it. I'm getting to the point where if I keep going, I'm going to start saying more and more words wrong. And it's just going to take longer. That, it's, there's a lot to unpack there, kind of. One hopes they strive toward that. But I'm gonna make a quick note to myself. Mad High Top, you are the winner of the trivia thing. I'm gonna make sure that Soft Autumn Ingenue knows that. And they can contact you if they have any questions about any of that. Oh, we already did it. I didn't do a good job of setting that up, did I? I didn't, but I will say that everybody who was listening knew what I was talking about, but that is entirely to their credit. That's got nothing to do with my skills. They were ahead of the game. So I will see some of you, anyone who's around, tomorrow for some crafting with me and Shoshi, 12:30 Eastern tomorrow. And of course, I'm going to play you out with that beautiful Nat 21 footage, because I always want everyone to get the most accurate update of what we are showing. Things are a little different this month. Case in point, I'm here. And also, I mean, it is worth talking about what's going to be happening next Tuesday, right, Reverend Tommy? It's going to be a pretty fun adventure. There's going to be one-off. There's going to be special guests. I'm going to be one of the special guests. It's going to be, I don't even know what I can say about or what I can't say. It is going to be holiday themed. It is going to be awesome. I wish I could just send you all screen caps of the player chat, because everybody's ideas are so good, and you just like, oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to meet all of these characters. I'm so excited. So that is in 1 week's time. But also, I will remind you, you said it, sir. Okay, well, that's good to know, because I'm a little bit behind. Or do I not want to spoil the surprise? Because I've thought of something so utterly bizarre and mad. I'm probably just being lazy, knowing me. Like 50-50 shot, either lazy or mad genius. I don't know. And I won't know until next week. Oh, well, oh, okay. Now, you can't argue with that. But it's been wonderful mad living with all of you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had some fun. We definitely came up with some great stories. And I'll see you all over the place, because this is a fun channel and I love doing stuff with them. So everyone have a beautiful and very unsettling Krampusnacht. Watch out for those Yuletide creatures. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.